Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see the message the collective needs to hear today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What do we all need to know, please? Do we have the Five of Pentacles? Let's see what else we need to know. What other messages are coming through? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know, please? Do we have the Ten of Swords? Let's see what else we need to know. What other messages are coming through? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know, please? And we have the Seven of Wands. Wow, guys, what a way to start this reading today. This Five of Pentacles tells us that your person feels all left out in the cold without the warmth of your love. But they can see and understand and realize that this is something they brought upon themselves, which is so very true. The Five of Pentacles is a card of worry. It is a card of your person feeling abandoned, but they can see that they abandoned themselves when they abandoned you and this relationship. You have not abandoned them. Well, maybe there are one or two of you out there who has abandoned your person because of how they treated you and for the words they said that were so hurtful to you. Perhaps you put distance and space between the two of you. But for the most part, most of you guys watching this reading, your person abandoned this connection and they are feeling sorry about that right now because that is what this Ten of Swords is all about. The Ten of Swords doesn't show up very much for these readings, guys, and here it is today. It tells us that your person is aware of their actions and how they betrayed you and how they hurt you, and they have a lot of anxiety and worry and guilt, and they're feeling all of this. And they do want to do something about it because it is something that is very hard for them right now. They are feeling the weight of all of this. And with this combination of the Five of Pentacles and Ten of Swords, I do feel for some of you, your person is perhaps going through a dark night of the soul. But a dark night of the soul is actually the journey back to the light, because when we go through a dark night of the soul, we have no way to go but through it and come up and pull ourselves up and back into the light of God, the light of the universe, the light of the divine, and the light of your love. But with this Ten of Swords, your person can see that they betrayed you. They know they hurt you. They know they hurt this relationship and they hurt themselves in the process because they are feeling all out in the cold now with this Five of Pentacles and Ten of Swords combination. However, this Seven of Wands says so much. They are going to pull themselves up and out of this dark place that they are in and fight their way back to you, because the Seven of Wands is someone who has courage. It is a card of valor. It tells us your person is going to rise up and battle their way back to you after they finish battling through all of their fears, their illusions, their insecurities, their self-doubt, their lack of self-confidence, and everything else, because this Seven of Wands is about confidence. They've got to battle through all of their stuff, through all of their issues, all of the things that they can see and understand now that they brought into this relationship with you, which caused them to bring so much devastation to the two of you. And they are feeling all of this heaviness about this at the moment, spending a lot of time thinking and overthinking and analyzing and overanalyzing. But they need to do this because this is where it's showing them where they went wrong, where they failed you, where they failed themselves, where they hurt you. This is the wake-up call that this person needs, because they are waking up to the power that is within them with that Seven of Wands to be able to battle their way back to you and to this relationship. Let's see what else. What other message do we need to hear? What other messages does the collective need to hear for this reading today, please? Well, this is the Five of Swords. Interesting, because this is about your person acknowledging that they were selfish in the past. They should have given more to you, but they were perhaps operating from their own self-serving desires and interests. But as well, this is giving them the clarity that they need It is allowing them to see where they failed you in this relationship. And they, honestly, right now, what I'm feeling is they don't like how all of this feels. They know that they were argumentative with you. They know that they denied this connection, perhaps. They are also acknowledging that, yes, I was stubborn and I was immature and I need to do things differently because I see now. I have abandoned you. I have abandoned myself and this love in the process. But this is something that I want to get back because I have had an awakening and I am standing in this light. Think of your person going through this dark night of the soul and then coming through this tunnel and towards the light, which is you, fighting off all of the things that have held them back, that have kept them in the dark, that have caused them to live from the place of their fears and delusions, and listening to all of that mental chatter that's constantly yapping at them about how they're not good enough, how they're not worthy of you and of this relationship and everything else, perhaps even about how you would leave them, how you would abandon them. But that is all something that comes from their that is all something that comes from their fears and insecurities. They are figuring out because they are pulling themselves through this dark night and back towards you and to the light of this love. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages are coming through? Let's see what we need to hear. What do we need to know for this reading today, please? What do we need to know? Well, this is the Hermit. Wow, guys, this is an interesting reading for today. Feel that your person feels very lonely and isolated. Now, I understand that for most of you watching the reading, your person put them in themselves in this place of isolation and loneliness when they ran from you, when they denied this connection, when they ghosted you, and everything else that brought this separation between you guys. But they are using this time wisely. Remember, we were talking about how they were going to come back into the light, how they were working through this darkness, this dark night of the soul, for those of you whose person is in that space. With this Hermit card being here, it tells us that they're making that happen because it is a time of deep introspection and self-reflection. We have a Mercury retrograde right now until the 15th of December, and then the shadow phase for 3 more weeks after that. And that is the perfect time for looking within and identifying those things within us that are broken, that we need to fix, that have caused us to act and behave in ways that were hurtful to others, that were hurtful to ourselves, that have caused us to be aware that we abandoned ourselves and stabbed ourselves in the back and betrayed ourselves as well when we brought all of this craziness into this connection. Your person is using this time to be able to work through this, to isolate it and heal it, which is what they need to do. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising sign in Virgo, this can be a place of validation, but you don't have to be a Virgo for this reading to work. These are collective readings. They are for everyone. This is more importantly about the energy of this card and what it means for this reading. For this collective reading, please just take what resonates and release the rest to the universe. But as well, I feel today, this Hermit card is telling us that your person feels very alone and they don't like this feeling of loneliness that they are feeling and experiencing. And so they know that they need to work themselves through this darkness and back to the light so that they can come to you and embrace the light of your love that is here between the two of you. Also, this Hermit card in this deck does come with this snake here. And the snake is a symbol of transformation and change because snakes do shed their skin. And the Hermit is walking along this path, already coming out of the cave to make their way towards you. And I feel that this is symbolic of the final stages of transformation that your person is going through right now as they make their way towards you and out of this dark night and back into your life. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? This is the Six of Swords. Aha. Well, the Six of Swords is a card of transition, and it tells us that your person is leaving these things in the past that belong in the past, getting rid of their baggage, their insecurities, their ego, their pride, their stubbornness, their selfishness, their self-serving behaviors, their harsh words, their low vibration words, actions, and behaviors, perhaps even toxic and dysfunctional things as well, getting rid of all of this and moving forward to this lighter, brighter place. with you. As we look at this figure on the boat, she is kind of like steering through the water, and this side of the card is very dark, but this side is lighter, wanting to move out of this place of chaos and frustration and worry and fear, and move to this place where things are harmonious and tranquil. This is what your person is doing now. This very much, this Six of Swords supports this top row of cards so very much, guys, because your person is working through all of their nonsense, working through their stuff to come back to the light that is you and to the light of this love. The Six of Swords is a card of transition. It tells us your person is transforming and changing and using this time away to work themselves out, to figure themselves out, to have an overhaul, to transform and change and evolve so that they can become the partner who can give to you the kind of love that you desire and deserve for yourselves. But the Six of Swords is also a card of communication, and it tells us that your person is going to reach out to bridge this distance between the two of you so the two of you can start talking to each other. Let's see what else we need to know. What other messages are coming through? What do we need to hear, please? The Three of Wands. Well, this is about your person longing for you. The Three of Wands is a card that tells us your person misses you. And it is a deep missing that comes from within the depths of your person's soul. That is the longing that is coming from your person right now. Feeling all of this regret and remorse as well is causing them to long for you even more, but it is doing what it needs to do to cause your person to finalize this transformation that they're going through. The Three of Wands tells us that progress is being made. Your person is working through these things on their journey back to you, because this Three of Wands is also about a journey. But as well, if we look at this card, we see this cloaked figure standing here on this dock with these seagulls and these barrels, waiting for this boat to come into the harbor, to the dock here, because the person they love is on this boat. This is about them making their way towards you. This is about your person making progress. It also tells us, because we can see how close the boat is to docking off here, that the wait is almost over, because your person is doing the work that they need to do to transition and change and make amends to you as they start rebuilding this relationship. What I also want to throw out here is anyone thinking about taking a trip on the water, around the water, by the water, or to the mountains perhaps. There are cards of travel on this table as well at the moment. So if you guys are thinking of some sort of travel around the water, around the ocean, or a lake, or across it, or into the mountains, that energy is here in the reading for you guys as well, if this is something that you are considering. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening, please? What do we need to know about this person and this connection? Well, this is the Ten of Cups. Goodness gracious, that is a card of happiness after all of this, but it tells us so much, guys. This reading is telling us so much. The Ten of Cups is a card of happiness, abundance, joy in a relationship. It tells us that your person sees this long-term partnership with you, as well as the love that they feel for you. They're going to be so much more expressive of this love for you as they come back. And this combination of the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Cups, that is about your person coming towards you to fight their way towards you and to this connection. This is about them fighting for this love because they want this love with you. The Ten of Cups is a card of long-term partnership. It is the happily ever after card, but it also tells us that there's going to be so much more joy, happiness, abundance, peace, and tranquility and balance in this relationship as the two of you make your way towards each other to start rebuilding, to start reconciling with each other, but more importantly, to have this fresh start in this relationship that is going to give it so much greater staying power to go long term than where it had in the past. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages are coming through? What do we need to hear, please? Well, this is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups tells us you are on your person's mind and they think about you all the time. You probably think about them quite a bit as well, you guys watching the reading. The Seven of Cups tells us that they daydream about you. They envision this life with you. They think about what this future would look like with you, especially with it coming next to this Ten of Cups. But as well, they're also able to acknowledge that they allowed decisions that they made in the past to be clouded. They know they didn't make the right choices. They wish that they could change the choices and the decisions that they made because they had their head in the clouds, and that very much supports that Five of Swords, not making the right choices, making bad decisions, choosing from my own selfishness and self-serving behavior, from my pride and from my ego. And I see that by doing this, I have blown all of this with you in terms of this connection, and I'm really suffering the repercussions of that now because I am out in the cold and I am lonely and I miss you and I long for you and I want to get back what we had. Because I think about it all the time. I envision this future and what this future would look like with you all the time. But let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is coming through, please? What do we need to hear? The Magician. Well, the Magician tells us that your person is going to get it done and make it happen because your person is able to manifest those things within them that they need to make their journey back towards you, to come back with the right words, to come back to be able to express their feelings for you, to come back and show up for you in a way that they've never shown up for you before by being expressive of the love that they feel for you. That comes with that Ten of Cups. The Magician tells us that your person is attracted to you on every level. It is a spiritual connection between you and your person. It is a mental connection. You guys have great conversations and you have a lot of laughter together, but it's also an emotional connection that you have with the person, especially with that Ten of Cups being there, But it is also a passionate connection, absolutely. And guys, you know the passion that you have with your person is off the chart. You don't need me to tell you that because you are there and you know what it's like when you are with your person. But they are making their way back to you. They are manifesting what they need within them. This courage, this confidence, this power to show up and fight for you and for this relationship, being able to show you and prove to you that they are willing to do what is necessary, whatever that is, even if it means crawling across broken glass on their knees to get back to you. This is what your person is going to do. They also see that you are very magical. You're very mesmerizing. You're very enchanting to them. And they are so attracted to you. Don't think that all of this happened between the two of you because your person wasn't attracted to you. It more than likely happened because they were very, very attracted to you and they could see where this relationship was going. They knew this long-term partnership was part of this mix and they weren't ready for that. So what did they do? They sabotaged it. They blew it. They made a big, huge mess of things because they didn't believe that they were worthy of you or of this love. But they see now, as they're working on their stuff and releasing and resolving their issues that have held them back, that they are worthy of you and of this relationship. On the bottom, we have the Fool. Well, your person feeling a little foolish or maybe a lot foolish for how they've acted in the past because that Five of Pentacles and Ten of Swords card is definitely a negative feeling that your person is experiencing at the moment. And they don't like how it feels. But they also realize they've got nobody to blame but themselves for what they're feeling right now. They're worried that you may not speak to them. They're worried that you may not take them back. They're anxious that you could move on and leave them. They don't really know. All they know is that being without you, they need the warmth of you and of this love because they feel cold and alone right now without you by their side. And this is what they need to feel because that's going to cause them to get up and out of that tunnel and start fighting back to you to take this leap of faith that comes with the Fool. This giant step towards you to reach out and communicate so the two of you can start spending time together again. We also have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who thinks a lot. Your person has been spending quite a bit of time in deep thought here, and we can see that in the reading because through thinking, they're able to analyze themselves. They're able to isolate those things within them that they have needed to work on that have caused them to act from pride, from ego, from selfishness, and everything else that they brought into this relationship with you, because when they do return, all of that is going to be gone. Their pride, their ego, their need to be selfish. They're going to be selfless. They're going to be loving. They're going to be nurturing, caring, and giving, especially with this Knight of Pentacles showing up. The Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign, so that is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. But again, you don't have to be any of the signs that I call out for the readings. These readings are for everyone. It is the energy of what is going on around you and your person for the moment. Now, this Knight of Pentacles also tells us that they think about what this long-term partnership with you would look like. They just spend quite a bit of time thinking, and you guys have been very patient with your person while they are figuring themselves out, because what they are doing here is definitely trying to make their way back to you and to this relationship and to this love, because they desire this partnership with you, and this is their plan, and they are going to follow through with their plan, because this Knight of Pentacles energy conceptualizes a plan. They come up with a strategy and then they follow through. We also have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is all about love, telling you how they feel, showing you how they feel as well. Words and actions will be in alignment as your person returns. The Knight of Cups is a water sign, so that is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But as your person makes their way back to you, you're going to see them expressing thoughts, heartfelt thoughts of love for you, especially with that Ten of Cups being there, being able to tell you how they feel, show you how they feel, sweet romantic gestures, wonderful romantic things that this person will do for you. Sending songs to you throughout the day, sending you poems, writing poems for you, singing songs for you, all of the romantic stuff. This is what your person is going to be doing as they make their way back towards you, to have this opportunity to start over, this fresh start that comes with the Fool. Only this time, all of their nasty, icky stuff and their baggage and everything else will be gone from them, from their psyche, from their character, from their personality, because your person is growing up. We also have the Four of Wands on the bottom as the last card on the bottom. And the Four of Wands is a celebration of your union. And this can be about the two of you going somewhere, taking a trip together to the mountains, to the water, on a cruise by the lake, over the river and through the woods. Not to grandma's house, although perhaps some of you are doing that. But this is about your person wanting to spend quality time with you to celebrate the fact that you are getting back together. That is what the Four of Wands is. It is a celebration of your partnership. It is about reconciliation, but more importantly, it is about the celebration of this union. It could be a housewarming party, the two of you moving into a home together. It could be an engagement party. It could be the wedding ceremony and reception, because ultimately the Four of Wands is about long-term partnership. The two of you building this relationship. And that as well is part of that Ten of Cups energy. But I feel that this down here is what is happening. What your person is currently going through is that top row of cards, fighting their way back to the light, coming out of this place where they have been, trying to let go of things that are not serving them anymore and don't belong anywhere in their life, getting rid of all of it so that they can show back up for you and be real and authentic and truthful and honest and act with integrity and have your best interest and the relationship's best interest at heart. That is what I feel is happening right now for your person, to work through these things so we can get to this bottom row of cards that is all about coming back, starting over, having a beautiful partnership, having a great relationship with each other, because your person's definitely thinking about what that relationship would look like, and dreaming as well, dreaming at night. And perhaps you and your person are meeting up in that 5D space when you are both sleeping and you are communicating with each other through dreams. Perhaps you're getting visions of your person or other things is happening so that you can see and experience your person in that 5D space. Pay attention to the dreams and the visions and anything that comes to you telepathically from your person, but also from your angels and guides, because information is coming at you guys. Watching the reading, I feel that you just have to trust what you hear and feel about this connection with your person. So let's see what else we need to know. What is happening here, please? This is reliable. This card comes with number 38. And what a beautiful image this is with this. She is also in a boat, like this 6 of Swords lady. She is in a boat that has a peacock head. If anyone resonates with peacocks, she's playing a harp. There's wisteria hanging all around. Beautiful castle in the background. It looks a little cool and snowy here as well. And we do have some candles on the ground. This is about being reliable. And I feel that this is the energy of your person coming towards you, which actually makes so much sense with the combination of the Knight of Pentacles and Cups combined. Your person being accountable, being reliable, being responsible, wanting to do not what is necessary, because this is about them fighting for you and for this love to get back to you so the two of you can build a partnership together. They will be dependable, and you will see them be reliable in a way that you have not seen them do so before. This card comes with number 38. If anyone resonates with number 38, or 3, or 8, or 3 plus 8 is 11. And I'm not really sure what that thing is right there. Can anybody tell? Is that a hedgehog or is that something else? I have no idea what that is. The artist of these cards is Josephine Wall. And the name of this deck is Whispers of Healing. She has such beautiful artwork. No matter, there's so much detail in all of her artwork. You can just look at it for days and see so many different things that mean something. But I feel as well, this can indicate for some of you watching the reading that your person could be making their way back to you during the winter months. And that is something that is just coming through by looking at this image, but also intuitively and from the universe. I wish that it would happen for all of you, that the winter months, well, winter starts on December 21st at the winter solstice and goes to the 21st of March. But I do feel that communication would be coming during the winter as your person is trying to make their way back to you, or when there is snow on the ground wherever you are. Okay? You're all in different climates, you're all in different countries actually, but I feel it's when it's cold is when your person is going to be making their way back to you, for some of you guys watching the reading. And I wish it would be for every single one of you, but everybody is developing and changing and growing and evolving at a different rate, so it can't happen for everyone at the same time. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, this is strength, and this card comes with number 46. This scene kind of looks a little wintry as well, doesn't it, down here? I think so. And this is a tiger. Tigers are very fierce. They're very strong. They do have a lot of strength. This 7 of Wands is all about strength as well. But this is also telling us that your person sees a strength in you. They see a courage in you and confidence in you. And you have inspired them in so many ways that you probably can't even imagine it right now. Perhaps they shared some of this with you. Perhaps they've kept it hidden from you, but they'll be telling you all about it when they come back, because this Knight of Cups energy is someone who is vulnerable and emotionally expressive. Someone that lets you in, that lets down their guard and lets you know absolutely everything, because they like to talk about love. They like to talk about romance. They like to talk about their feelings. And this is the energy of your person coming back to you, but also being grounded. And if your person has been all in their head in the past, which is very possible considering that 10 of Swords, they're going to be more in their heart and in their soul, because they're coming back so much more grounded than the person who ran the person who ghosted, the one who denied this connection, the one who has completely shut down on you. Your person is going to be so very different when they return because they have been using this time for inner work and self-reflection and some deep soul searching to identify those things within them that have to go, that got to get out of their character and their psyche so that they can have this lighter, brighter future with you. Now, this strength card comes with number 46, if anyone resonates with 4 and 6, although that does resolve to 10, which equals 1, which is an ace, which I like aces because it's all about starting over, supporting that Fool card, new beginning, let's start fresh. Let's ring that bell for the reset button and get it going with a much better place for both of us as we move forward because we have both changed and evolved during the time that we've been apart. We've raised our vibration. We've elevated our consciousness, and we are both in a better place because we are working not only for ourselves, but for each other and for this union. Your person is going to find that strength and confidence that they need within themselves to show back up for you, to kick all of these things to the curb that have been holding them back, actually to the gutter, all the way down the gutter, kicking them out of their life completely because they don't want to be held back anymore by these things that have been holding them back. Those things that have stopped them from being able to reach this beautiful long-term partnership with you that comes with that 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands. This is about them not wanting to be in that space anymore. This is about them wanting to be fully on in this relationship with you. And in order to do that, they've got to release all of these things that have held them back. Whether it's fears or insecurities or self-doubts, whether it is poor self-esteem or lack of confidence, whether it is old emotional baggage that they have been dragging with them for so long, where someone from like 10 years ago hurt them because they wouldn't go on a date with them or whatever it was. I'm using that as a very silly but simple example. Your person being able to release all of the things that have held them back from being able to be your partner. This is what they are working on and working towards during the time you are apart from each other because they are coming through that darkness and back into the light of this relationship. Well, this card says control. We have a lot of swans here flying in this direction. Well, not just swans, but other birds as well, maybe some hawks, definitely swans, some pigeons, doves as well perhaps, but swans do mate for life. And swans are a symbol for soulmates and twin flames. And I feel that this is about your person letting go of control or letting go of their need to control, the need to control their emotions. But what they are controlling now is their fears and their insecurities and their illusions and all of the things that have held them back from being able to be your partner. They are working towards being able to release these things and get rid of them, controlling that fear and embracing love, living from the perspective of their heart and their soul, because the Knight of Cups energy is someone who follows their heart, someone who's very romantic. The Knight of Cups energy is Prince Charming or Princess Charming, as the case may be, as these are genderless readings. And this is about your person returning to you and making a stand for you and showing up for you in a way that they haven't shown up for before, because they want to gain you back in their life, because they see and understand that when they ran from you and from this connection, that they abandoned themselves and they've put themselves out in the cold, and they are having a very difficult go of it with that 10 of Swords and that 5 of Pentacles. But this is the teacher. This is what your person needs to learn. This is what's causing them to wake up and have that epiphany, that moment where they go, oh my God, I get it now. This is what I need to do. And that is giving them their plan to make their way back towards you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? I know I'm taking a long time to heal and change, but please don't lose patience with me. And that Knight of Pentacles energy is someone who does move very slow. And it is a card of patience, and you have been patient with your person, but they are making their way back to you, and they will express their gratitude to you for giving them this time and space that they've needed to heal and grow and evolve, to be the partner who can be the one who loves you with the way that you need them to love you. I made such bad choices and I regret all of them. Well, yes, and that is all over this top row of cards. Making those bad choices, well, it's down here as well with that 7 of Cups, that 5 of Pentacles, that 10 of Swords, this 5 of Swords, this 7 of Cups as well. Bad choices because I had clouded judgment, because I was listening to all of the fear in my head instead of following my heart. But I'm not going to be making bad choices or decisions anymore because I am following my heart that leads me back to you and the light of your love. Our time apart has given me time to get clarity about my feelings and my triggers. Yes, clarity has come for your person. They have had, and they are having, for some of you they've had, and for some of you they're having, this major wake-up call that they have truly needed for so long, because they see and understand now things with much greater understanding, with much greater awareness. And this is what they've needed to see. But this is why they're saying, I am coming back to you and I am fighting for this relationship and I'm fighting for you and for this love. And nothing is going to stop me because I will do what it takes to make my way back to you. Because I want to love you the way that you deserve. Because I see my life with you. I'm sorry I bailed on our love and hurt you. Well, that is all about that 5 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords energy, isn't it? And it did hurt you, and you guys felt and experienced a lot of this yourselves as well. Feeling that betrayal, feeling hurt by your person. Absolutely. And they are sorry that they hurt you, but they will apologize in person. That is part of the plan. That is part of the strategy that they are figuring out and working through, because they're not going to want to run the risk of losing you ever again. And when they show back up for you, you will see that from them from the very beginning that you start spending time together. This is about your person coming back and building a strong relationship with you, because they have had major breakthroughs and epiphanies here that have awakened them to the fact that when they ran from you, when they denied this connection, when they ghosted you, or whatever else it is that they did, it hurt them. This is why they feel out in the cold. It's why they feel that they feel abandoned. You didn't abandon them, you guys watching the reading. They abandoned themselves when they did all of this. And they see this now, and they get it. They understand it. Harmony. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. Well, it is, actually, because you can't sing in harmony by yourselves. Unless you do that garage band thing, but that's really complicated, and who wants to do that? It is better to sing with someone else and have that harmony together. That Knight of Cups energy. Someone who wants to sing to you, sing you love songs together. You two perhaps even write songs together. Perhaps they'll write you a love song, write you poems. This is about your person being very romantic, overtly so, and doing all of the beautiful things for you that spell romance. Okay, but it's also about returning and restoring the harmony to this relationship, which needs to be here for sure. Compassion. Compassion is the warmth of the soul. Give it to others and yourself. You've always been very compassionate with your person. And perhaps from time to time they were compassionate with you. But then perhaps things changed and things got really out of balance and out of whack, or cattywampus, as I like to say, between you and your person, because they weren't giving back to you. They're going to return and restore this compassion that they feel for you towards you. This is about them being compassionate with you, loving, caring, and giving with you, acting with integrity, trust, and honor with you, and valor. But as well, guys, you guys watching the reading, have you given compassion to yourself lately? Because giving yourself compassion as well is very important. Try to have some compassion for yourselves in terms of taking care of you and doing for you what you need to do for yourselves to take care of yourselves in a very positive way. Let's see what else we need to know. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? What do we need to know? Understanding. Understanding is the key to deep connections. Yes, it is. Well, let me just tell you, your person has much greater understanding and awareness now than they have ever had in the past, and they get it. They see it. They're acknowledging it because they have had this lesson, this big lesson that has been hard for them, feeling alone, feeling isolated in this depths of despair kind of place that comes with that Ten of Swords. But they understand you, they understand themselves, and they understand this relationship as well now with much greater clarity than they ever have before. And this is exactly what this person needs to feel and go through and experience so that they can make their way back towards you and the two of you can build, again, this beautiful relationship with each other. Let's see what else. We'll grab one more card and see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? Communication. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. Yes, effective communication. Effective communication. That is about your person being a better communicator and being a better listener. And you will see them be a better communicator with you because your person is going to do what's necessary here to not blow it with you ever again. They certainly feel what it's like to have blown it, and they don't want to go through this again because this is pretty sucky for your person. They don't like how it feels not having you in their life. They feel lonely. They feel isolated. They feel that they have, going through a pretty rough time here with that Ten of Swords and Five of Pentacles leading the way. But it's what they need to go through. It's what's causing them to wake up. It is what's giving them this understanding and wanting to be a better partner for you. Someone who's compassionate. Someone who's going to restore harmony to this relationship. Someone who is going to have much better communication skills and listening skills as well. That's part of communication. But also someone who has a much deeper understanding and awareness of who they are and why you are together and why you met and why you're in each other's lives, a better understanding of you and of this connection, but also of their place in the world because your person is growing and evolving. They are using the strength that you have provided for them by being this tremendous inspiration for them, but also the strength that is coming from within them that they're having to reach down and grab hold of and pull up and out of this place where they have been so that they can get back in your direction because your person sees this partnership with you and they want to be so much more expressive of their love for you as the two of you have this opportunity to start over and build a future with each other. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.